where to begin in talking about evangelicalism. Evangelicalism is a delicate subject, and because it's so much in the news, it's difficult to speak of dispassionately. And because it is difficult to speak of dispassionately, the topic is, I suspect, not well integrated into most accounts of American culture. And John Butler gave a quick précis of a very fine article he wrote called Jack in the Box, Religion and Faith in OAH 2004, making the same point. And this lack of sustained study of the role of religion is, despite the fact, as John Butler has also pointed out, there is no lack of specialized studies of evangelicalism. One reason, I think, why the topic fits so awkwardly into most accounts of American history is that for many people today, when they hear the word evangelical, it registers fundamentalist, and that registers religious right. And that sets off all sorts of alarms, and I think the instinct of many people is to then avoid this controversial subject and or simply treat it through caricature. It would be better if we could integrate the evangelical story with other significant stories in American culture, and that is, I gather, the commendable occasion for this session. And my assignment, I was told, was to step way back, and in order to help us to think together about how to understand American evangelicalism in this broad historical perspective. And in order to do that, I think we need to think about where historians we need to begin in order to explain to general audiences the basics of the much larger religious factor in American history. Religion in America is an immensely complex subject. So what are the basics about the role of religion in American history that we need to explain to the proverbial visitor from another planet who is more intelligent than we are, but all the American history that they know is from what they can look up in Wikipedia. As I suggested, I do not think, I would not recommend starting with an account of evangelicalism. Rather, for understanding religion in American history, we need to start with two larger stories. First, one cannot understand American culture without understanding the influence, for good or for ill, of its predominantly Protestant origins. The United States is one of the few nations in history whose religious origins have been predominantly Protestant, with no substantial Catholic antecedents other than the Protestantism as such. Because Protestants had dominance for the first centuries of the combined colonial and early republic era, early national era, they have had continued influence disproportional even to their large numbers. One only has to look at the religion of American presidents to document the continued influence of Protestantism in American political life. Or recently, when a team of historians was recently asked to compile a list of the 100 most influential Americans for Atlantic magazine, the only Catholics to make the list were James Gordon Bennett, Babe Ruth, and Louis Armstrong. Hardly the Catholic hierarchy, or not even the four horsemen of the apocalypse. As soon as I mentioned this massive cultural dominance of Protestants as a central theme for understanding American culture, I need to hit off objections.